so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. Are you a monster, or maybe a wife? You, such a passionate soul, here to take my life. You, I think I'm in danger, really low on pity. Do you think I'll win the fitty? Rich as wine, my gotcha's on the line. How will you triumph when you just serve yourself? Welcome to the snack lovers, gaming and mystery so sublime. He's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. Welcome to the snack lovers, gaming and mystery so sublime. He's a hero, he's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. When it's time to dish it out, I don't need a reservation. I want a snackle fox, this ain't no vacation. Your yesterday's leftovers, forgotten snack. It's time to question the flavor that you lack. Rhythm and rhyme, your spice got no dime. How will you triumph when you just served yourself? Welcome to the snack lovers, gaming and mystery so sublime. He's a hero, he's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. Are you a monster, or maybe a wife? You, such a passionate soul, here to take my life.
Oh. Not showing up. Oh. Oh, it is on there. Maybe spout's not connecting. Those are- There it is. We're good. All right. Hey there, chat. I am a Walter Snackle Fox, Fox Boy, Gotcha Gamer, VTuber, Adventurer, Programmer, Christian. Tonight we're playing Reverse 1999. And, chat, microphone. Oh, that's better. Tonight we're playing Reverse 1999. Story called The Turqoise Serpent Club. I don't know what this is about. Let's watch it. And trailer.
I could have sworn I heard some roughhousing. Maybe one of these paintings is haunted?
Señorita Butterfly, whatever it is you wish to find, I will help you find it.
Okay.
Portrait of the twins. All these paintings should have been lost in a storm. I see. These are forgeries, yes?
Merely decorations for the auction. As for the club's true goal,
Okay.
According to Lorenz Butterfly, the Manus are smuggling some kind of mineral pigment out of Mexico.
Manus Vindictor, mineral pigment, the resurrection ritual. No one knows the area better than its natives.
You're Miss Ramona? The exorcist who fixes crime scenes?
What?
I've found the soon-to-be victim, and the thread linking every murder.
This emblem. The Turqoise Serpent Club. The most notorious arcanist gang in the city.
This drama will draw its curtain on the second night of Dia de los Muertos, when the city's residents welcome back their faithful departed.
Wild?
Death is only part of the cycle of life. The killer's trying to lead the victim's spirit somewhere. But where? Thank you for showing me those beautiful memories. But you have to understand, nothing lasts forever.
Wow.
Killer strikes and the audience screams. I'll be sitting in the best seat in the house. I've got you now.
What is that?
Distinguished Peopleton, my ancient noble guests, welcome to the Turqoise Serpent Club. To whom shall this extraordinary arcanist artwork go this evening?
Why are you all looking at me? What on earth is going on here? Someone help me! Please!
People have been turned into paintings? That stupid line keeps on coming up. Alright. Let's enter. The butterfly effect. Loteria. Spain? We were in Brazil last year. A while ago. 2 years ago now? 1.5? Brazil was a anniversary patch.
La cobija de los pobres. El sol.
The blanket of the poor. Sun. Network problems? Oh no. Doing okay? Inside the stuffy tavern, the gamblers hold their breath, faces flushed, crowded around a card table. Sun. Here it is. His hands tremble as he places a kernel on the tabular board before him.
Rosita, Rosaura, ven, que te quiero aquí ahora mismo. La Rosa.
The croupier flips a card from the shuffled deck.
Lucky me. I've got your rose right here.
Al pasar por el panteón.
As I passed by the cemetery, I came across a skull. As the croupier continues to reveal new cards, the tabular boards in front of both players fill with kernels one by one. The scales of victory begin tipping in an avalanche toward the challenger.
Last round. Game will end soon enough.
Diablos! Who the hell is this girl? If she keeps winning like this, Senor Talasso will be left with nothing to wager except his watch.
I don't get it. I thought all the croupiers here were the Lassos people.
Sure
Wait.
you want to keep playing, Senorita? Fold now, and I'll let you leave here with your winnings in one piece.
Oh, but we've got an audience. What kind of a gambler would I be if I folded now? No backing down now. All in. No, not just what's on the table. Everything I got in the bank too. You gonna call, Jefe?
Bull-headed chica. You're gonna regret this.
He smirks and glances at the croupier.
Yes, Senor Tlasso. The game continues. The next card is...
The croupier sets a hand on the deck.
Vuelve a la tierra. Vuelve
Back
a
to
la vida.
Earth. Return to
What
life.
you talking about? Never heard a verse like that before.
Trusting that luck is, as ever, on her side, the challenger places the final kernel on the tabular board.
Vuelve a la tierra. Vuelve a la vida. It's
Back
the
to Earth.
butterfly.
Return to life. It's the butterfly.
Loteria!
So she yells out lottery. That's what loteria means. Got a cough. Written by Ricoletta? Oh no. Well, we'll see how it goes. The game is decided. Disbelief ripples through the
3
crowd.
whole days. 3 whole days, and this chica hasn't lost a single game. Doesn't matter if it's slots, Russian roulette, or la loteria.
She's taken down all the best gamblers in Talasso's gang, and now she's gunning for the man himself.
Unbelievable. No, it isn't possible. You cheated.
At the center of it all, the capo sweeps everything off the table in a fury.
No such thing as La Mariposa card. It don't exist. What you trying to pull, huh?
Sir, I don't know. You provided and shuffled the cards yourself.
Quit whining, senor. How many times do I have to tell you? It's all luck.
Oh man, she shows
A
up.
win is a win. There are no takebacks at the gambling table. Besides, this is your turf. You think I'm stupid enough to cheat here of all places? All right. I'll
Can't
see
believe
you
they
my
eventually
wins
brought her
this
in.
time tomorrow. That is, 1,000,000 in chips and that thing. What was it? Something from that club of yours? Anyway, you know what it is. Nos vemos.
See you soon. The lucky challenger laughs as she prepares to leave. The man across the table slumps back in his chair. It's far more than he can afford to lose.
Senor Talasso, I kept my eye on her the whole time. She really didn't cheat.
Forget it. Ain't important. Follow her. She can't make it out of here alive.
Oh, that means a battle right off, I bet, huh? Mexico City. Sunlight falls on the low houses lining the streets. Centurion steps out of the tavern's back alley and wanders into the street. The Day of the Dead draws near. Bone dolls, skull candies, flowers, and paper cutouts. Vivid colors spill all the way down both sides of the road. The dry air settles soothingly into her lungs.
So good things really do happen when you go home, huh? Still got a while before the show starts. What sort of adventure can I find to kill some time?
She catches the soft rustling of feet slinking in from behind her.
Ah, speak of the devil. Something I can help you with, senores?
Sorry, but the lasso ain't planning on cashing you out.
Did he get punched? Let's show off. Especially now that I got that new skin for Tooth Fairy. Paper Heron.
Don't take it on step.
This battle features Centurion's Wheel of Fortune. If you land on Golden Fortune, you'll receive a buff card. If you land on Dark Fortune, you'll receive a debuff card. Wanna make a bet? Huh? I bet that you won't hit me with a single bullet. Sure. Moxie and dodge attacks for 1 round.
Let me think on it.
And maybe take a
Whew. That's some serious incantation for the first round. They've got a lot of damage coming in. If they survive this round, they'll be lucky. They're just dead right off. They won't even make it to the super. Alright. Oh, okay. Probably die from this. Ah, okay. They don't get hit by it yet. What are you doing? You're right next to her. How are you still missing? How should I know? Could it really be pure luck? This is impossible. There's no way we can catch her. Just keep her occupied until Senior Talazzo comes, or we're dead meat. So... Oh. Let's up this incantation level so we can combine it with this one over here.
It's a tough one, boss. Whoa, they've lost so.
He's dead.
Thunder Talisman, scientific vision.
Ha ha ha. I love her. Anon Lee.
Operation codename. The Sacrifice? It's Papalotl? 9 Trials of Death? The last one has a good ring to it. I can already see the expression on the faces of those Laplace rats. Performer, Lawrence Butterfly.
Oh, those are cool.
Target has entered the crossroads of Juarez Street. Activating Chaos Interference device.
Chaos interference activated. Tip: rumbling, roaring box upgrade completed. Should a problem occur, please call the developer, provided you manage to survive.
Okay.
Nice one, X. But what's the contact number?
X is involved?
No followers.
Ain't no way. We gotta get backup from Senor Talazzo. Get her!
Your voice cracks. Your movements hesitant. You instinctively tilt to the right and take out the knife you kept in your inside pocket. A habit you formed since the fight that cost you your index finger, hoping it will bring you luck.
Stop!
Perhaps the knife does grant you courage. Or you simply forgot about the shots that failed to hit the target until you saw the holes on the fence. That's when fear strikes again. So you halt. That's it. Right where I need you to be.
What in the world?
Virtual environmental model constructed. All variables within predicted range. Short-term behavior prediction possible. Conditions ideal.
Initial condition disturbance activated.
What's that sound? Look out!
What? The dust settles and a mysterious woman leaps down from the rooftop. Centurion, unharmed and unfazed, sizes up this newcomer.
It's you, the croupier from the bar. Guess I owe you some thanks.
My pleasure. I've heard of you. The legendary coin girl. Even without my help, you'd have come out on top.
True, but not as easily. I could have missed tonight's show. So, what do you want in return? Sharpodontes? Loco chow? How about a magic show?
Hello, lazy.
Escapes will have your jaw on the floor.
How are you doing? We're having fun in reverse 1999. And boy, has my pity been crazy today. I got Rousey LSP in like a 10 pull. I got a second copy of Raziel in like 30. And I thought I'd have trouble getting one copy. And now in reverse 1999, I got Lorenz Butterfly, one of the main characters, in like 30. It's crazy. Welcome in, welcome in. Glad you're having fun. How have you been doing? What have you been gaming on?
Anything but this coin.
We've just started up the story, by the way. First chapter. So far, this girl, Centurion, who's known beforehand to be lucky but hasn't shown up in a story yet, just gambled crazily to win a ton of money in a rigged casino, essentially, against the mob in Mexico. And now the mob's after her to kill her before she can collect. And she has fun doing this, it seems like. So she seems to be on top, and they think that they can kill her, but they don't know who they're dealing with. Because she's extremely lucky or something. And apparently the dealer at her table was Lorenz Butterfly, who has weird abilities that we don't know what they are yet. But she can manipulate reality or something. And she just came up to Centurion after she took out the guys who were harassing her.
Appreciated.
So this is Lorenz Butterfly, who may be like a detective or something? I don't know. Everybody in this game has the weirdest names. She narrows her eyes, satisfied with Centurion's willingness to cooperate.
There is something I want from you.
Oh, what is that, Imzenu sip. Oh, okay. I am sipping. But I'll bring it up on screen. There we go.
It was something you won at the table. A secret letter from the Turqoise Serpent Club.
By the way, I have a cough and a runny nose. I think it's just allergies, but it's hard to tell. So, sorry for the distractions. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Alright, there we had our battle. And the title of the story is the Turqoise Serpent Club? I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'll take some. I took some earlier. Oh yeah, this is all about chaos theory, wow. Also, annoyingly, internet's been having trouble. I don't know how bad it is. So hopefully we won't have too many problems. Right now it's in green. Sometime during the day, a strange atmosphere hangs over the tavern where the gamblers usually gather.
Yeah?
That lucky-ass chica's been counting her winnings for a while now, along with some other chica. They planning something?
Senor, you think it's time we...
Cram it.
The rebuke comes like the snap of a frightened dog.
We can't afford to mess with arcanists. Hers ain't no ordinary luck, I tell you. Must have used some kind of witchcraft or something.
This is your haven't you been here before? Maybe not. I thought you would have seen... Maybe you came after my reverse 1999 stream with Paper Heron.
You heard about those people?
I love this game.
Dry land?
This is one of my favorite gachas, at least for story.
That's just the start of the weird they get up to.
One of the things I like about it, the stories in reverse 1999 are weird. They go places. I never know what's gonna go on. Even if I watch the trailer, they're all crazy. I love it.
One of our associates in the police told me that was all because of some arcane skill. So unless you're looking to join those stiffs, you stay away from these outsiders.
As they trade wild theories about witchcraft and arcanum, the two figures in the corner exchange a glance over the open letter in their hands. When the sacred calendar and solar calendar realign, we celebrate the delaying of doomsday. We climb up the hill of the star and watch the stars reach their zenith. Yeah, it is a wild game.
The Turqoise Serpent Club sincerely looks forward to your arrival.
I'll explain the combat next time more.
Trying a little hard? An art auction, huh? Ah, an invitation with no time or location.
Also, I have like 90% of the characters in this game. I've just been playing so long.
So, this is the ladder of supposedly incredible value?
So if you have a favorite you see, I can probably bring them out. Not all of them are built up, I guess, but you don't need them to be built up that much for the for story level combat.
It's gibberish. Do I have to remind you how much you owe me?
The eavesdropping capo straightens in his seat.
I can't tell you nothing. I mean it. I don't got a clue neither. I got the thing off some desperate gambler. Claimed it holds the biggest secret in Mexico City. But before I could make him... ask him anything more, he skipped the border.
Okay.
As for this club, all I know is that it's hidden away in some plantation outside of the city. But I ain't never heard of no auction. No humans ever set foot in that place. Arcanist territory.
Great. A conversation utterly devoid of useful information. This line on the invitation, when the sacred and solar calendars realign, it's referring to an Aztec myth about the coming of the end of the world.
Oh, that was a big thing 10 years ago.
So, once every 52 years, at the full cycle of the Aztec calendar, the Aztecs held their new fire ceremony to celebrate that they survived another cycle.
Okay.
Before the new sun rose, they climbed up the hill of the star and watched the Pleiades star cluster reach its zenith. Look at these symbols. These represent the 20 days in the tonal puali.
Okay.
Their order guides the flow of energy. It's an incantation to activate a ritual. The key to its activation is the flint knife symbol, called the Tecpatl. It represents the dates of the new fire ceremony. The question is, where will the ritual take place? According to the changes observed in the chaotic energy within the area, a large-scale artificial
supernatural phenomenon is likely to occur in Mexico. Furthermore, and with no thanks to you brainless dolts, I was
Ulrich!
my leads that pointed to Mexico City itself. Imagine what you overboiled eggheads could do if you spent even a fraction of your time on something useful.
Hydrate. In the meeting room, Ulrich tucks the letter away, his ferrofluid resting languid in his tank. So Ulrich is an intelligent liquid metal housed in a fish tank with a body.
This is the latest update from Lorenz Butterfly.
He's part of the Laplace Scientific Computing Foundation, which does a lot of the arcanist research in the game.
She's named the plan the 9 Trials of Death.
Völlig lächerlich.
And here's Enigma, who is the human that leads up the Laplace Research Institute.
This is already the 3rd letter from her this month. Are you seriously planning a joint paper with this butterfly?
Naturally, and don't worry, I'll be sure to include your name in the acknowledgments.
Her first letter claimed that Lorenz's informants discovered a new type of arcane materia. One that has been circulating across the globe since our reversal to 1920.
If you don't know, part of the gimmick is that time is moving backwards. So a lot of these people will have technology around 1999 or like around that time period at the latest, but story might be much earlier.
The Manus has been using it to revive the dead, smuggling the material under the guise of a common mineral pigment.
Oh.
In her second letter, she tracked down its source to Mexico City. And now this. Some prophecy about a supernatural phenomenon. The butterfly's trying to provoke us, mocking us for always being a step behind Lorenz.
Do I have to remind you that she did the same thing after the 3rd, 6th, and the 7th storm, Substitute Director Adler?
Substitute Director!
Pardon my interruption, but you didn't call this meeting just for us to be an audience to your squabbling, did you?
Hearing the argument go on long enough, the focused researcher finally speaks up.
Certainly not. Which reminds me, Pointer, I have something to tell you. In accordance with Plessetsk branch tradition, we have decided to hold a party to celebrate your and Hisabeth's successful completion of your field mission here at headquarters.
Hisabeth, come on, I hope she's back.
Though I personally disagree with the principle. In order to spare time for the party, I've informed the Storm Research Group to extend their workday to 12 hours for the week.
What?
I do believe I've truly cracked this humanitarian management thing, though researcher Regulus may disagree.
Regulus being right?
Agree as well. Besides, we've already been back for 3 weeks now.
Their chatter is cut short as the meeting room door opens. An assistant walks in with another not unfamiliar face.
Enough about all that. Settle in, everyone. And would you get down from that table? The meeting's about to begin. Considering some of you never have, or have never cared to understand Laplace's structure, I think it's necessary I fill you in. The funding committee and the staff committee are responsible for evaluating the risk of each project. Put simply, they are the ones who approve or fail your budget applications. With that said, allow me to introduce Mr. Ludwig, the new representative of the staff committee.
Greetings, everyone.
Oh, this guy.
I wasn't aware you'd recovered. Glad to see you're well, Mr. Ludwig.
The bird-headed man offers a gentle, appreciative nod. Yep.
Thank you. I will be assisting you in your research from now on.
Sometimes they get a little freaky.
In fact, the topic of this meeting is related to your prior discussion.
Wait, don't tell me you're going to the party.
No. Though, if you think I wouldn't spoil the mood, I'd be more than happy to.
The Raven sweeps his gaze across the assembled researchers.
I've read the letter from Lorenz Butterfly. Over the years, Manus Vindictae has never ceased its pursuit of a resurrection ritual. Many of their actions have caught our attention, searching for the scripts of Renaissance alchemists, taking control of the Fountain of Youth in Bimini, all done after a certain Cavendish descendant joined their ranks.
Cavendish?
Sounds just like what a mad alchemist would do.
But, given what we know now, they've succeeded at least once.
You're speaking of Antarctica.
The mention of that event draws a long, poignant silence.
If Lorentz Butterfly can bring us some of this Manus pigment, then there's a chance we can figure out how it works. Their ritual has brought back a person who doesn't belong to this era. Most would call it a miracle to brave the storm in such a way.
What do you mean by W, Crow?
Have we considered that this may also be a means to truly...
Was that just a typo?
The storm?
The room erupts again.
Brave the storm. Mr. Ludwig, have you considered the hypothesis that the storm doesn't cause physical death?
I have. It suggests that those who disappear in the storm are not technically dead.
Then where do they go?
Yeah. Because, well, pretty much everybody in Laplace is a genius. Maybe with the exception of Regulus. Maybe she has her own type of genius. She is almost certain to show up here.
Over the years, Foundation branches around the world have reported on the reappearance of friends and family, though changed in some way and firmly of the current storm era. It seems these anomalies have become increasingly frequent. The staff committee is also monitoring these anomalies. We can't afford to overlook any details, no matter how insignificant they may seem.
Then we can't just sit here waiting for someone to send a letter when they're in the mood for it. That is, if the staff committee allows us to act.
He lets the words rest before turning to a new topic.
As it happens, after the second letter, I took the initiative to commission someone to investigate. Though she's a Foundation employee, her body was made by Laplace, so she volunteered to do some fieldwork for us. There may be the occasional minor incident, but she's in the Timekeeper's unit, so she can be trusted.
Oh boy.
An excellent choice. With the Timekeeper's help, she can operate without the Foundation's surveillance.
Exactly. And she's particularly adept at keeping secrets.
Who are they talking about?
This won't involve any inhumane methods, Adler.
No need. Her memory will take care of it for us. Or should I say,
oh!
lack thereof.
I know who this is. It's Lager or whatever. This girl has like a camera on her head, and she forgets things so easily. So she has to record them using her camera. In the scorching wilderness, a glow of arcane skill flickers. Enigma's trusted investigator teleports into the place where the flickering light had been. Here she is, Loggerhead.
Better double check the destination. Mexico City.
So just like, yeah, I don't know, sometimes stuff like that happens in the game. This is even weirder. Like, so Ulrich was kind of like a personification of science from a certain era, as was Lucy. She's the personification of like film from a certain era, and so she, like, her soul filled a camera, and she has some of the limitations of that camera. This is like an old crank camera.
But this doesn't look like a city. Was there something wrong with the teleport disc? Defective, I guess. I did hear that Laplace is working on a reusable version.
If she doesn't record things, she forgets them very easily. She's very silly. She looks out with confusion at the strangeness of her point of arrival. Her communicator rings.
Is everything all right, Miss Latham?
All good, Mr. Adler. I've arrived in Mexico City. Please let Madame Lucy know that I'm more than happy to help Laplace.
Madame Lucy is no longer at Laplace.
That's foreboding, but Lucy can handle herself, I'm sure.
We've just received the latest letter.
On the other end, the substitute director drones through its contents.
These are the possible starting points. If you encounter Manus Vindictae, avoid confrontation and prioritize your own safety, Miss Latham.
Don't worry about me. I've borrowed the rumbling roaring box from Mr. Ulrich.
Okay.
All I have to do is turn it on. And tell me all the places nearby with supernatural stuff going on. Wait, where's my luggage?
Not far off, she spies a desert devil lizard hauling her belongings away.
Stop right there.
All right. In honor of them mentioning Hisabeth, we're gonna use a Hisabeth team.
Hey, you darn dirty lizards. Get my luggage back.
So, every character has two rectangular cards. And one of my characters has her Ultra out. That's Melania right here. Has this, like, super card. And if they say versatile on the bottom, they're like an extra card that you can play for free. So, let's get this out. And I'm gonna buff up Hisabeth because she's main damage. Get out her free card. Up our crit. And get out another attack from Hisabeth. That wasn't optimal, but it's fine.
Keep up the pace.
Vila over here on the right is a mermaid. Like, and she gets singing abilities. When she uses her ult, you get to see it more. Right now, she's in her human form. She's like half mermaid. Oh yeah, you get to see it right here. Alright. Vila is gonna do her transformation into the mermaid. Buff up. Hisabeth. Strike there. And this is from Mercuria, who is another buffer. And now she floats in the air with her mermaid tail.
Wait, that's the rumbling roaring box I borrowed from Mr. Ulrich. No, you broke it.
That one too. Exactly.
Loggerhead's a little goofy. A cocktail no one can replicate. Every sip is a new adventure. Taste it. Nice cocktail recipe. Grapefruit juice, hot sauce, brandy, and this lobster claw is quite something. I knew you'd like it. Let's raise a glass to its exquisite taste. Today's games and adventures were absolutely incredible. I'd love to do this again with you someday. That would be a thrill. But you prefer going solo, don't you? Thank you for understanding. I still have some, well, personal matters to deal with. Perhaps one day, if I start missing your secret recipes and your tavern list, I'll appear at your side under a false name. You're welcome anytime. I never turn down a new challenge. So what's next for you? Still on tour? You got it. Heading through Mexico. I've been looking to have forward to it forever. Feels like my producer's been preparing for it just as long. Though most of that was us arguing over whether we need a backup plan. Seems even
So you've come knocking at a vampire's door. That's how all the best stories start.
Before we do that, you were marveling at some of the crazy characters. So, this here is the Chinese girl from the last story. Beryl's a fortune teller. Gorgeous French ground. Anjo Nala, look at these claws. She's actually like a succubus, but they have a very different take on what a succubus looks like. That's a skin right there. Melania was from the last battle. She buffs ultimate attacks.
Your visit was not in my plan, so
And she was like one of the original characters. Liang Yue. She's a police officer with the Foundation. This is a skin right here. Oops. This is the Lucy they mentioned.
Unexpected. I appreciate that. Door knocking is more of a formality.
That's a skin that they released, which I did not get. There she is with like more of a military coat. Hey, thanks for the follow. Over on Kick. Let's see. 37 loves numbers. That's why she's named after a number. Moldir. This is her in an outfit. She's a military officer that was part of a rebellion against the Foundation. She's kind of a good guy, but a little morally questionable. Viola, you just saw. This is a skin.
I suggest we spend more time together like this to share more ideas.
Another one of the special Chinese characters. She's like a special horse, magical beast. Willow is a poisonous dancer. She can cast poisons with her, like, witchy dancing. Pickles!
Puppy is delighted by your visit. He is about...
Pickles is a dog. And a limited character. Jessica is a deer centaur.
when you were gone,
She's kind of a yandere.
hair of yours and put
Yes!
it in the drawer.
Sothby is another poison user. She's kind of chuny, though she doesn't realize it.
You're setting off again, right?
Nautica got caught in the resurrection experiment that they mentioned earlier down in Antarctica and got turned into some, like, eldritch abomination. So now she's like an eldritch centaur. Recoleta, they revealed, is the girl who's writing the current story somehow. She came out of a book. She is the, like, personification of Spanish literature. This guy is a friend of 37's.
Take a seat.
His name is Six, so he's another number guy.
It's always good to have you here.
Eternity loves money and lives forever or something. They always leave it a mystery.
Don't think I haven't noticed you looking to pay me a visit out in the wilderness.
This is just Ezio from a collab with Assassin's Creed.
I'm glad you're one of the exceptions.
Flutter Page is a little girl who goes around waking people up. And she can fly. Lopera was besties with Moldir until Moldir betrayed her. And now she's kind of off on her own. Kind of reminds me of Kiara. Mercuria is like a... kind of like a hippie. She was in the party I was just using with Hisabeth. Semmelweis is a vampire.
You appear to have come in a hurry.
She was not
must be an emergency.
really an arcanist beforehand, but she got transformed into an arcanist by the vampire. That normally doesn't happen.
You often show up unexpectedly.
This guy just has hands
Among the house guests.
as bird wings. He's a flying birdie.
Some of my people also.
Ezra is like a normal little guy. He's a human,
Mushroom canopy.
but he uses mushrooms which have their own powers.
The last thing I want to see is mushrooms growing all over the.
Spathadia is like a sports girl with fire powers. She Spathadia kind of like made an alliance with the spirit of like the Olympics, the torch itself.
No matter business or bonding.
She's kind of like a 1920s or something, like rich girl who has this like pet monster down here. Voyager is like the spirit of the Voyager spacecraft. And everybody comments that she looks kind of like Crony from the VTubers. She is so cute though. This girl's in the current quest, her like first appearance in a story. Lilia shows up in almost every story, at least like main series quests. She's like a Russian drunkard. Druvis has tree powers.
Gentle breeze on the field.
Corvus
The conductor is only seen when the train is moving.
is a train conductor for like a haunted train.
The opposite.
Or maybe it wasn't haunted, maybe it was just like being attacked. She can sew bodies together to heal people. And also do a lot of damage.
Guten Tag.
This guy is just Sharon, the guy who tides people over the river Styx. He used to be a soldier, but like because of all the death around him, he personified death itself. Marcia is a healer and former knight, which is why she wears all this armor.
As a magic,
She comes up a lot in the current story. Sentinel is a gargoyle who can transform into human and stone,
nous étions assis à ce côté.
has a gorgeous accent, and crazy strong. Rabuska is a chuny, not a vampire. She's not actually a vampire, but she likes to tell everyone that she is. And she's so cute! Oops.
I've just ironed my favorite dress.
Kipperina was a circus performer, and she had abilities that they wanted to use to, like, train her up to be an astronaut. Cassandra, also Assassin's Creed.
Something you need, maybe, or
Hisabeth is a researcher who has snake hair. She's a Melusine. Fatutu is an island girl. Look at that cute face.
I'm so grateful you let me stay here.
Barcarola is a wacky musician.
When you come to visit.
She's just an entire band.
About interrupting. I will be more than happy to incorporate.
We saw Ulrich. Here he is in a special outfit.
The lock opens to any code.
I love this girl's story so much.
That might just put folks on edge. How about the greenhouse? That'd be a fine choice.
She was one of the main characters of a horror movie replication that they did of a haunted hotel and highway.
got a job for me?
She was also in that story. She just has her, like, window wide open. It is ridiculous. Very sexy. And those eyes, man.
Want to catch a ride with me?
This guy was cool.
Loud, but I'll make an exception this one time.
Joe, also known as Jay. You can see a sword out here. He's a biker, and he's a blacksmith.
You've come with questions. I can tell from your face.
They do some great male characters in this game.
Future cooperation.
This guy was the commander of Moldir, who was the girl who betrayed them, and he betrayed them too. But now he's kind of friendly, and he might have done the right thing, it's hard to tell.
Please, have a seat.
This girl
Feel at ease in my home.
is besties, roommates, with this girl.
I saw you, Suzumiya, at the door.
She's a psychologist. She's an opera singer. They fight crime.
Welcome. You're finally here.
That is an outfit. She is a researcher in the, like, Arctic or whatever, and she researches ley lines. She was a university student wearing a very sassy outfit. She studies stars and planets.
Please watch your step. Books are everywhere.
Marcus likes reading books. Her ability involves reading books somehow. I haven't built her up yet. Tooth Fairy is like my favorite. This is a special outfit that they released last time. Tooth Fairy is a dentist. These tooth fairies would come and take her teeth, so in her normal skin and all her other skins, she has special braces on to protect her mouth from the tooth fairies. However, by eating the tooth fairies, she can heal people. She has the wildest trailer. Medicine Pocket, more healing, kind of like a crazy person. I love Anon Lee. She's so crazy. And this guy was an actual historical knight that they put into the game. Besides them, I also have a bunch of 5 stars, low rank units. Loggerhead you've already seen. This guy deserves a special mention.
Bad folks, on the other hand, they're getting a hard old chestnut on the noggin, spikes and all. Oh, I ain't no softy like them pet stores. I'm a true Floridian, tough as a pair of old boots.
I forgot that he was from Florida. Oh man, I love that. Ha ha ha. Alright, now we'll get back to this story. Part 3. Public Property.
Did we get anything from the crime scene?
Alright, the Vigils are like the Foundation's own police force, and this is the group that Liang Yue is part of.
Similar to the last 3 cases, they're almost certainly serial murders. But the intervals are getting shorter. Our perf skills are improving. Same method. An enclosed room. No abnormalities in the victim to their death. The surrounding residents all think this place is haunted.
Worse than haunted. Still not a suspected ticket.
Don't even mention it. Victim was in a load of dead. So we've got a list of suspects longer than a courthouse docket. You and I will have to get the statement together tonight.
Ah, give me a break. I was going to go to the ceremony in a few days.
You wish. The storm stops for no one.
The cadets hurry off. At the reception desk, the camera-headed girl contents herself with taking in the surroundings.
Just fill in this Vigila's case acceptance registration form and you're good to go.
Thank you. Let me see. Name? Latham. Age? What year is it now? Let's say 97. Race? Awakened. By the way, is this Mexico City the capital of Mexico?
It certainly is. This is the Vigiles Bureau temporary branch in Zocalo, Mexico City. We thought there'd been another murder when we received your distress signal.
Oh no.
Murder? No. Not horrible.
The implication seems to be lost on her.
much. I'd never have gotten out of that desert alive if it weren't for you. I'll make sure to write you a thank you letter once I get back to the Foundation. Oh, could you help me check out my teleport discs? I think there's something wrong with them. I can leave them all here and take them back in a couple...
Just a few desert devil lizards, huh?
The receptionist snatches the form from her hands.
I'm sick of this. Just days ago, a Foundation employee showed up with a warrant, took away half our most important files, and left the archives in a complete mess. And now here you are. Anyway, I'll be writing a letter of my own to your headquarters for wasting Vigiles resources. You can go.
Ha
Just a second, ma'am. Actually, I'm here investigating a kind of arcane material, and...
The receptionist boils over with frustration.
Get out. I don't want to hear another word about your lizard problems.
Ha ha ha.
It might have something to do with Manus Vindictae. I need the Vigils' help.
Might? You might as well say the Menace will be taking over the Foundation tomorrow.
As the dispute continues, two returning vigils take notice.
What's going on here?
Hey, if it isn't Latham, what brings you here?
Miss Black Ibis! Mr. Allen! Thank goodness you're here. I need your help.
Yeah? It takes the vigil only a moment to read the situation.
She's a friend of ours. Leave her to us, Laura. I will take you out for some poke later. In that pub we used to go to. My treat.
If you say so, Miss Black Ibis.
Ha
Catalina.
In the lobby at the temporary branch. The Vigilanter cadet lead the visitor into the Grand Hall. They must have seen each other since the events surrounding a theft at the Arcanum Containment Department.
Whoa! Look at this place.
This was the Mexico City People's Library, now requisitioned to serve as the Vigils Bureau's temporary branch. It will reopen to the public once we leave.
They stop before the enormous mural. On one side, stern-faced young people hold firearms, their eyes set on visions of sun, earth, and the future. On the other, peasant women tend to the harvest.
Wait, I know this.
The camera-headed girl swaps the film reel in her head and begins to speak. Excuse me.
This kind of mural is designed to be seen from different angles as visitors walk up the stairs. Because there's no fixed order to read it, everyone gets their own version of the story. Look at it. So sacred and gentle. A perfect combination of tradition and modernity.
So it's got butterflies alternating with hummingbirds.
Hey, you really know your stuff.
I learned it from a documentary.
So,
A copy of it so I wouldn't forget.
I was thinking that Black Ibis looks familiar. I think she was in Loggerhead's story as a kind of villain.
This one seems unfinished.
But a sympathetic one. If she's a gotcha character now, that's pretty cool.
It's got nothing to do with the Vigil. I'll tell you that much. These public murals are from artists commissioned by the Secretariat of Public Education. But the painter of this mural went missing not long ago, leaving his work unfinished. He's not the only one. People are disappearing all over.
Yeah.
A rising star in this era. We tried to investigate further, but all we discovered was that he got caught up in an Arcanist gang brawl, and then he was gone. Too bad, really. What did
Ouch.
they say in the paper? A revolution in theme and skill? A breakthrough in technique? Art really isn't my thing.
The vigil interrupts the idle chatter.
We only arrived here ourselves a short time ago.
So she's really cool.
Since the last storm,
migration into Mexico City has exploded, and the number of arcanist crimes has surged along with it.
Oh, just like in El Automobile Gris. Gangs, foreign thieves, and sophisticated modern criminal methods.
She swaps in a new reel once again.
Robbers disguised as officials, going into people's houses with false search warrants, even with the official signatures on them. The stuff they showed in the movie even led to some real-life...
What is that?
doing the same thing.
Tongue? What are you doing? Licking? Oh, do you like Black Ibis?
Coffee breaks for us without some backup from HQ. And to think we've got a diplomat visiting soon. Can he choose some other time? So, forgive Catalina for being rude just now. We're all just a little burnt out.
Oh, I understand. We're the same way after each storm.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, okay.
But
Nice.
City isn't the safest place these days. Whatever you do, be careful, Latham.
So, what was it you were saying at the reception desk? Something you wanted to find in Mexico City?
Right! A kind of special arcane material. Apparently, the Manus disguises it as some kind of mineral pigment to smuggle it out of the city.
Memories race through her head in reverse. She snatches a single frame before it slips away and relays the information to the vigils.
Manus Vindicti. Mineral pigment. The resurrection ritual.
The vigil enter cadet exchange a glance.
That's odd, though. Mexico City isn't one of their known bases of operation. As for the pigment smuggling,
I'm gonna try a cough drop.
Related reports in our
What? How can that be?
But I know someone who can help.
Hmm.
Everyone knows the area better than its natives, and I happen to know a particularly useful one. She's a contractor, an exorcist hired by the vigils to remove lingering traces of arcane crimes before they're made accessible to the public again.
Oh yeah,
According to
they
the
mentioned her in the trailer.
regulations, she's been given partial access to information on the storm.
An exorcist. Who works on crime scenes?
She takes a moment to picture what the job must entail.
She's more than just an exorcist. She's eyes hiding in the shadows. Nothing goes down in this city without her knowing about it. It's said she can sense things regular people can't. I have to say, she's piqued my curiosity. Something tells me that she would make a great vigil. I offered to recommend her for vigil selection. I'm sure she'd pass with flying colors. But she turned me down. Perhaps we
Aw.
can talk her into helping you, or even joining us.
you'll need a serious way with words to do that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Black Ibis, Mr. Allen.
Though the information is far from sufficient, Luggerhead plows ahead with full enthusiasm. After seeing her off, the cadet turns to the brooding vigil, puzzled.
Mineral pigment. You know what? Dimas, that guy from the European branch. He's been looking for that too. I overheard him asking about it. Was looking for the case files on the previous storm. So then people in the looking for it. You think he's up to something?
Ah, Dimas. Reminds me of an old friend. You know Krias, don't you? When he was in the Vigil's Bureau, Dimas was one of his most loyal subordinates. And now, he's gained the recognition of some big wigs in the Foundation. Didn't take long for him to work his way up, no matter what their reasoning or who they're working for. Our best course of action might be to let both parties get what they want. That pigment.
Black Ibis offers a knowing smile.
Times are different now, Brian. Both Europe and the Foundation are in turmoil.
Is this that political wisdom you're always talking about? What was it? Doctrine of the mean? Once again, my name's Alan.
Ha ha ha. To be continued. Part 4. Beneath the dust, the art and culture were crying out for it. The Muralism Movement, Part 1. In early 20th century Mexico, no art is more woven into everyday life than the art of the mural. Too large for any private collection, they occupy stairwells, courtyards, and corridors. It is for this reason that the muralism movement sparks continuous debate about art itself, about who gets to decide how art is presented, and about how long these works can remain in public spaces. There was a time when the government dictated the direction of aesthetics. Only when the old order collapses do suppressed traditions find life. Public buildings become canvases. Images naturally take on the role of narrative and expression. Murals spread across corridors and courtyards, functioning less like paintings meant to be admired, and more like street signs or door plaques. Across different works, the same gestures appear again and again. Heads raised, hands at labor, bodies in motion. Learning to read these images becomes part of life in the city and beyond. Through this art, Mexicans begin to build an entirely new sense of identity. In technique, most of these works take the form of frescoes. The painter works against the dying plaster. Pigments sink into the wall and allow almost no revision once set. Over time, colors gradually fade and outlines disappear beneath dust. Countless people pass beneath them, look up briefly, and walk on. Yet the walls remain, still bearing the traces. Perhaps the mural's true significance lies not in its form or technique, but in the emotion and memory it carries. Alright, be right back, where we'll have to keep on going still. I would certainly do this, side stuff while you're gone. Everyone knows exactly what to avoid. Ask around. The city and the city. After the storm, the Vigils Bureau returns to every important city following the same pattern. An unremarkable office at first, then a few vigils, and before long, people grew accustomed to its presence as long as it had always been there. According to official records, the Vigils Bureau exists to investigate complex cases involving arcana. It operates independently of the government, fulfilling its own mandate without interfering with the other's affairs, though the two maintain steady communication. At the same time, the criminal underworld enters what the press calls the modern age of crime, the most dangerous example of which is known as El Automobile Gris, or the Gray Car Gang, driving in eponymous automobiles with matching gray attire. Their increasingly organized robberies and violence have given them a steady spot in the crime columns. Their methods have been dissected and debated at length, yet no amount of analysis softens the reality of what they are. People have begun to realize that violence and plunder are becoming more organized and more efficient. Crime is no longer a matter for the police alone. It has become a reality the whole of society can no longer afford to ignore. Of course, the Gray Car Gang alone is not enough to shake the order of an entire city. The local police know the limits of their authority, and the Vigils Bureau understands how to avoid raising questions outside its jurisdiction. The underworld and the authorities share the same map. They simply disagree on how to read it. This seemingly harmonious coexistence does not eliminate conflict, only confines it. Police, vigils, and gray cars pass through the same streets, fully aware of one another. They all understand the same unspoken truth. When the sun rises, the streets return to normal. Everything dissolves into the daylight, folding back into the city's shadow. Okay. Arrival and departure. Listen to the conversation. After the third storm, the Arcanum Containment Department retired its cleaning scrolls. Daily upkeep now depends on the 3rd edition cleansing incantation improved in 1996. One day, the scarred statue will shatter its glass prison and plunge into the torrent that fate has written for it. Hey, Miss Recoletta, are you even listening to me? What? Of course. Of course, you can rest assured, Miss Latham. I understand completely. And that covers all the guidelines for the Arcanum Containment Department. You've been here for a week or two now. I'm sure you can handle the day-to-day while I'm out on the field duty. After all, you were recommended by the timekeeper herself. You're most certainly correct. I've been a forest ranger, a sailor, and even a weaver. Compared to even one of those jobs, a few days as an administrator will mean nothing. And I have my ways, especially when dealing with the bureaucracy like the Foundation. Your ways? Don't worry yourself about it. Although, Miss Latham, is there really no way for me to come to Mexico with you? I always hoped to return to Mexico City in search of inspiration, to walk through the stories I've imagined for my next masterpiece. Maybe some other time, but this time the timekeeper personally encouraged me to go out in the field. You heard her yourself. Miss Latham, thank you for the information on Madame Bolanich. I've heard all about what happened in Los Angeles. The timekeeper really thought I did a good job. I could just feel the admiration. The girl in the hat rushed off. The camera-headed girl stood firm, convinced that she had been encouraged. Why are you looking at me like that? I guess that's your way of giving me your blessing. I'll carry it with me all the way to Mexico. Nice cocktail recipe. Grapefruit juice, hot sauce, brandy, and this lobster claw is quite something. I knew you'd like it. Let's raise a glass to its exquisite taste. Today's games and adventures are absolutely incredible. I'd love to do this again with you someday. That would be a thrill. But, oh, haven't I... Already done that one. A newspaper left behind on the balcony. From El Seminario Aldo de Mexico. Yesterday afternoon, a foreign diplomat arrived in Mexico City. His motorcad proceeded along Bucareli Street into the city center, making a brief stop at the Zocalo. Streetcar bells echoed through the streets as vendors laid out bundles of marigolds ahead of Dia los Fieles Difuntos. The gentleman is said to be no stranger to Aztec mythology, the sunstone, and the origins of the festival. Later in the day, he visited the Academia de San Carlos, where he commented briefly on the public murals that have recently drawn attention. His interest, however, extended well beyond the academy walls. At a quiet corner of La Merced Market, the guest paused before several shop windows, taking in the prints, candy skulls, and papel picado on display. Though simply crafted, each piece carried a rich emotional weight. One piece held his attention above all others, a calavera figurine engraved with satirical verse. He turned it over repeatedly, praising it without reserve, and offered no reply even as his entourage urged him forward. No further details regarding the diplomat's remaining itinerary have been released. Nevertheless, during this festival, when the dead return and the living rejoice, our distinguished visitor has proven himself far more than a passing observer. Mexico City may soon count among its guests an uncommon connoisseur of the arts. %50 chance the coin will land on the face you want, but she wins every time. Which for a day's first Mexico tour. The beautiful, passionate young woman. The wonderful star kissed by a lucky coin. Which for a day's most beloved old friend, Miss Centurion, will be in Mexico City for the 15th of this month. You'll find her at Plaza Garibaldi during the day, chatting with street musicians and sharing drinks with hungover drunks. She remembers everyone's name, every unfulfilled wish, and every unfinished adventure. She brings the very best stories to the show. When night falls, she'll appear at the gambling tables. If you spot her tossing a coin into a drain near the Zocalo, don't worry, it's part of the routine. It always comes back. During the tour, she'll make a brief stop in Xochimilco to mix the most challenging cocktail of the century, with hot sauce and apple juice. From there, she'll head to the lakeside to make her death-defying leap. As the locals scream, the legend of the girl with the golden coin will reach unprecedented heights. Of course, we can't rule out the possibility that she'll hop aboard a passing train and turn it into an impromptu adventure show. Note for the audience. After the show, if you've lost all sense of what luck even means, take that as proof that you finally enjoyed her performance. Time for the finishing touches on the Roaring Box upgrade. A 626-digit activation code and record a startup greeting. Ms. Butterfly is going to love this. Mr. X, is this the rumbling Roaring Box that Miss Margaret invented? She once asked me to send it to Mr. Ulrich, back before the timekeeper set off to investigate the Freebreeze. This is the very same one. Though it ought to be called the Rumbling Roaring Box X now. This new version features outstanding intelligence and comes with fully equipped with particularly ingenious innovations from yours truly. I even loaded it with a newly designed voice system. That way, Ms. Butterfly shouldn't ever find herself bored while she's working in the field. How is Miss Marguerite doing? Same as always. Which is to say, you could probably run into her anywhere in the world except Laplace. That's why I've been overseeing this Roaring Box upgrade myself. Should a problem occur, please call the developer, provided you manage to survive. Done. Want to leave a message? Alright, now we've got that. On to chapter 4. Aesthetic gaze. On the outskirts of Mexico City lies a building in an overgrown and derelict hacienda. The uninvited visitor slips inside with little effort before taking a quick survey of her surroundings.
So, this is the Arcanist territory no human dares set foot in. But the box is hardly reacting.
Unlike its dilapidated exterior, the interior is lavishly furnished, the floor is spotless.
Warning, insufficient chaos particles. Do not attempt repeat activations. Warning,
No signs of any supernatural phenomenon.
She wrestles with the device. It gives up a few final sputtering noises before falling apart.
Yet another genius upgrade from X. Hmm? Someone's here.
She melts into the shadows. A knock echoes through the empty hall, startling the drowsy patroller at the door.
Who's there?
It's me.
Oh, Anil, come on in.
I'm here to deliver the item for the auction. Right before the deadline.
Not a good time, Anil. Senor Perez is away. He's been out of the club more and more these days.
Okay. The patroller lowers her voice, muttering gossip about the club's owner.
And getting more and more upset. I haven't been in his office, but I can hear him roaring from the other end of the hallway. Could be the coming auction, though I heard he's been looking for a supplier who lost contact.
Oh.
He's been turning half of Mexico inside out to find him. I'll tear him apart and feed him to the fishes, he said. No one dares piss him off these days. We're all just going to bed hoping he'll wake up in a better mood.
I hope he does. Could you please pass this along to Senor Perez? It's the painting he asked me to finish, and the linen canvas from the 19th century he requested.
Okay.
The incantation used to forge the painting is unstable. I would ask that no one remove the calming incantation on it until the day of the auction.
At that, the patroller starts to wave him away.
It sounds important. You better not give it to me. Don't want to be responsible if something goes wrong. Oh, I'll call Muriel over. He knows more about this kind of thing than me. Senor Perez has been keeping him here. Voluntarily, of course. Working day and night on the auction.
She falls silent, realizing the man is just another volunteer.
I'll go grab him. Muriel, you've got a visitor!
He hurries off. Moments later, a dazed boy trails behind her.
It's you. Your name is... Anil. I remember it because it sounds like a joke. Surely that's not your real name. We worked together, didn't we? In the same studio. In Mexico City. Coyoacán wasn't. But... How long has it been since then? Is it really you?
He rubs his cheek, frowning a little. A small dusting of dried pigment flaps off his hand and his face.
It's been a while, Muriel. Are you keeping well? Many arcane pigments are quite toxic. Their side effects can be strong. I hope you're extra careful.
Oh. No, I'm quite well. Well, indeed. Glad to be back in the homeland. The auction's coming, you see. Senor Perez has forbidden me from leaving the club so I can paint what his associates want. But I can't stop thinking. This isn't what I want to do with my talents.
Hey, Muriel. Look, I'm not gonna rat on you to Senor Perez. But you need to watch yourself. Better not let a third person, well, fourth, hear you whining.
I see. At least the quesadilla and pozole around here aren't bad. Don't worry. I won't stop painting. That's all I can do now.
He turns to the visitor beside him.
Is there something you need?
Please deliver this to Senor Perez.
Anil hands over the wrapped painting. The boy takes the distressed frame and immediately recognizes the incantation on it.
The painting Senor Perez asked you to forge? Why don't you ever create something of your own, Anil? You can't spend your whole life imitating others. If it's because of Senor Perez, I can put in a good word. All he needs to see is your real artwork, and I'm certain he'll agree.
Oh, I don't have that kind of talent. I'm simply an arcane pigment dealer who happens to know some imitation incantations.
Okay. Muriel glances over to him with a puzzled expression.
The greatest of all talents are passion and persistence.
Sorry, Muriel.
No. I understand. You just need time. We both need time. I'm certain one of our like-minded friends from the Midnight Kitchen will convince you. That is, after I find them. In fact, I happened upon my old tutor, Teresita, when I was working on the mural in the library.
Okay.
She seemed to me in quite the hurry. The Vigil were ordering her around. It seems she didn't recognize me. The two of us can join the popular arts exhibition, Añil. You are Añil, aren't you? Well, no matter who you are, it's a fantastic opportunity.
He's really messed up, man. He sinks into the thought, yet his mind feels shrouded in a thick haze. He can't even make out the figure's identity.
Take a rest for a while, would you?
Senor Perez will give him a break. Once the auction's over. Oh, pardon my manners. You want a cup of poleo? Why not take a rest before you go? Senor Perez recently got some cigars in from the Yucatan Peninsula.
Before she can finish speaking, she and Muriel both slip softly down to the floor. At the same time, cold metal presses against Anil's back.
Don't turn around, unless you want to take a nap too.
The woman's accent is foreign, yet her language is precise.
Anything I can help you with, señorita?
I'm just a wayward traveler, hoping you can show me around this club. I hear it isn't open to the public.
The blade pressed against his back digs in an inch, cutting off any protest.
My pleasure, but my friends...
Powder from the spores of a fairy parasol. They're only dreaming. Now turn around.
He turns around. What the mysterious bandit is holding is not a knife as he'd imagined, but a plaster trowel. In fact, it is almost certainly his own painter's trowel.
Take it. You may call me Lorenz Butterfly.
All right, Señorita Butterfly.
He nods and walks forward without another word, footsteps foreshadowing him from behind.
This Perez you are talking about, the owner of the club, see?
He runs everything behind the scenes here. One of the most notorious arcanist smugglers in Mexico City. For the right price, he can find you anything in the world. He's got his fingers in many pies. Government, private sector, you name it.
Exaggeration. Age, appearance. What kind of person is he?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
You're back. Welcome back. I read a couple of the side anecdotes that they had. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I love questions.
He's a very cautious man. There was some trouble in the club a few weeks ago. Since then, he hasn't shown his face. Now he speaks only to a few select confidants. And always from behind the folding screen.
Pretentious.
The Master Forger leads the bandit into the gallery.
This is his arcane artwork collection.
Portrait of the twins. The final work of the exorcist John Doe. A sensation at the Sotheby art auction in
Sotheby? Okay. Oh, welcome back in, Empty Void. Yeah. Hey, I like answering questions. We're playing Reverse 1999. Current story is about
painted with the tears of a black goat.
She's investigating an art auction that is being used to smuggle specific art pigments, which might be used in a resurrection ritual tied with the Mexico Day of the Dead.
Every evening around midnight, ethereal singing can be heard, as if it were echoing out from inside
All
the
right.
painting.
In Resonant Solstice, can I buy the character in the banner? I have not tried. You can certainly buy the stuff from the shop has portraits, but I don't know if they're only rank subs or not. I would ask that on the Discord. You're in the Discord, right?
And anyone who listens to their song eventually goes insane.
I see you're well versed in arcane works.
Just a sucker for...
I have not bought that much from the shop. I've bought a couple things. I bought some advanced equipment for my train. I did a couple top-ups, and I bought a lot of the outfits. But I've never bought one of those packs. So I was thinking, if I get close to the end of the patch, and I haven't gotten Raziel 2 yet, her second awakening for Angel Raziel, I might get that. They're not bad deals.
For the club.
Not long. But Senor Perez worked his way through most of the arcanist artists in the city.
What was your question, Empty Void?
Those who refuse him are never seen again. I had no intention of following in their footsteps. Before all this, I was only an ordinary merchant of arcane pigments.
Aniel opens his mouth, but nothing comes out. She doesn't even bother to take her eyes off the paintings to look at him.
Madonna of the Carbuncles. In 1509, artist Richard Rowe signed an agreement with his employer to color his cape and carbuncle with petrified ultramarine and amber gold. The former serves as a valuable alchemical material. The work has been stolen multiple times. If I remember correctly, it was last seen in Berlin after the 5th storm.
She stops. Her fingers brush against the heavy blue cloak in the painting.
Cold. Soft. This ultramarine is synthetic. I see. These are forgeries, yes?
That's right.
She seems unimpressed, almost bored. Shuffling sounds from down the hall interrupt their brief tour.
Patrollers. 6 of them, judging by the footsteps. All physically fit. They'll have me trapped in an instant, planning to cry for help.
Please, there's no need for mockery, senorita. There are no patrols at this time, and the locals wouldn't dare enter the club. Could be that they're temporary muscle hired by Senor Perez for the auction. Perhaps they noticed my sleeping friends.
No need to distance yourself. I know you wouldn't risk tipping them off in front of me.
Bad luck as always. She flashes a cold smile.
Who's there?
I'll show you Nautica.
But only one destination.
This is what happens when you get trapped in an arcane ritual. So, buff Nautica, turn on her counter, channel Ip Sentinel, and now have Nautica do her big AoE. Classic starter for this team.
Path will become clear.
By God's grace.
Though it may come with pain.
A shot hit.
Whew.
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
Okay. Apply that to enemies.
I hope you like a splash of red.
Sensing their thoughts.
That was certainly a choice.
Enter the gate.
This'll destroy them.
Close your eyes. It will all be over soon.
Face the truth.
Oh, they dodged it. Did I allow them to dodge it? Put that negative status on them. That doesn't care, apparently.
Battles have little meaning, save for the prizes to be won.
The results are unsurprising. 6 unconscious thugs lie heaped together in a pile. But their fight has drawn unnecessary attention. More patrollers close in.
Follow me, if you will. There's a blind spot. This way. Luci sombra. Reforma.
In a split second, an arcane veil covers over the corner of the gallery where they stand, making it appear empty.
I could have sworn I heard some roughhousing.
Maybe one of these paintings is haunted.
Senor Perez's collection isn't exactly ordinary. Place sure feels spooky anyway.
Finding nothing out of place, the two patrollers move along.
I don't believe you snuck in here just to draw their attention.
True, but I could still eliminate any witnesses.
Fair enough. Most of the gangsters here are unaware of the secrets surrounding this club. But, Senorita Butterfly, whatever it is you wish to find, I will help you find it. As I believe I have just demonstrated.
You help me, a forger working for this club? You, who can't even wiggle out from under their thumb yourself.
She pulls out an invitation to the Turqoise Serpent Club's upcoming auction.
Prove it. Give me a reason to put my faith in you.
I know the secret to the invitation. The symbols here represent a special incantation. You must light up the Tecpato sign to begin the ritual correctly. It's the only way to enter the auction venue. Designed to keep humans out.
Tell me something I don't know.
The forger draws a nervous breath.
The purpose of the auction isn't to sell forgeries. They're merely for decoration. Senor Perez's true goal is to build the Turqoise Serpent Club into the greatest underground arcane materia market in Mexico. The auction is only the first step in his plan. I can bring you there 2 days from now at 12 a.m.
The woman examines his face, then provides a simple, satisfied smile.
Pleasure to work with you.
Small talk during work is inevitable. Why not? So on the day on the Chase the Butterfly assignment, studying the chaos, pushing through chaos, where is that original butterfly? Maybe it isn't even in this era. That's one of the directions we need to look into as well. Then it's all been for nothing again. I already made a massive sacrifice with my vinyl collection last time on the Free Breeze. I can't keep on going on like this. I think that's the most chaotic part of this whole thing. Oh, I've just cracked the true meaning of chaos theory. That's the best joke I've heard all day. As to Ali. The living walk through water, through caves, and through the land of the dead. Bleak wind rips through the quiet streets at the outskirts of the city. The still night has a foreboding gloom to it. It's that very gloom drawing the camera-headed girl toward a long-abandoned cemetery.
At the third fork in the road along Silver Sun Street, Morelos District, after hearing 3 chirps, turn right at 1137 Blue Parrot Lane. That would be here, but...
She looks over her notes, a detailed list of instructions relayed by the vigil.
Step 1. Elephant spin. Specifics. Pinch your nose with one hand and stretch out your other arm like an elephant trunk. Then, bend over and spin around clockwise 10 times. It has to mean something. Like in the original Indiana Jones. My 15th favorite movie. When the time is right, the jewel on the scepter will reflect the sunlight and point to where the treasure is. But how am I supposed to do that without a nose to pinch? Never mind. Just do your best. But I intend to have a word with the vigils concerning the accessibility of their rituals for awakened like me. 1, 2...
With earnest effort, she bends down and begins spinning in place. By the count of 10, Loggerhead wobbles upright. Without realizing it, she's wandered to the center of the cemetery courtyard.
Next, whistle the tune of La Llorona. Right! That's the one I recorded Mr. Allen playing for me.
A strained, tuneless whistle drifts over the cemetery. Nothing changes. Her cinematic imaginings of a midnight ritual awakening something in the deep night seem for naught. A night wind sweeps past. Although it lacks any cold to it, she finds herself shuddering out of habit.
Nothing. Huh. Could be that I was too slow. Alright, just try. Try again. Miss Black Ibis and Mr. Allen are trustworthy vigils. They wouldn't be pulling your leg on something like this. Besides, I need to get the info from this mysterious exorcist. I've got to find that mineral pigment before the butterfly does.
She spins again, following the steps exactly as directed, and whistles. A rustling noise interrupts her broken tune. Not far off, a coffin lid begins to creak open. A dark shadow rises from within. Her shriek pierces the night sky. Yep. Alright. Let's use the trader team with Muldir, Lopera, and Igor. Channel debuff, buff, attack.
My crucible really has a mind of its own.
Copy that.
This is a mess.
Очистить цель. В атаку.
Who did that? Leave me alone.
Всем подразделениям. Вперед!
Woo!
Well done. Your tactical skill is obvious.
Wait! You're not Miss Ramona, are you? That Miss Black Ibis and Mr. Allen recommended?
Ha ha ha. That's Igor. What steps out of the coffin is no risen corpse. The girl before her wears a dry expression. Her hair is still a mess from whatever dream she just pulled out of. More importantly, she's a living, breathing arcanist.
Metalhead be the metal heart. Guess that's why they made you a heat woman. No time for talk. Just get straight to the smacking, yeah?
Oh no! I'm so sorry, Miss Ramona. See, I just spun around 20 times so my head was a little scrambled.
Ha ha ha.
There's not a violent reel in my body. I would only ever use force as a last resort.
Clearly not a fan of whistling either. Cause that was the worst La Llorona I've ever heard.
Ha 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 ha.
The spinning and whistling were part of the ritual after all.
Sure are.
What does it do exactly? Summon something, or is it more unusual?
Mostly it stops Vigil from crashing the party. See, ordinary folks don't whistle and spin round in a cemetery, let alone twice. Though even the Vigil usually figure out this ritual just means don't show up uninvited.
She rises up from her coffin and examines the camera-headed girl wearily. If she had the right equipment for it, her face would be beet red by now.
Oh, well, I heard you know just about everything there is to know about Mexico City, Miss Ramona. Miss Black Ibis recommended you. See, I have an important mission, and I was hoping you'd help me.
There's been a mix-up. Your people need to quit assuming which side I'm on. Yeah, I don't mess around with the gangs, but I don't have any love for the cops either, got it? The Vigil pay for my time and expertise. I'm not interested in mixing myself up with trouble. Sometimes I get rid of the stuff regular folks can't see for a few extra pesos. So maybe I know the city better than most. But I don't concern myself with the land of the living.
Aww.
Why don't you run along back to the Foundation, Metalhead? And tell Black Ibis to knock off the recruitment tactics. She's selling.
Aww.
And tell him to stop mucking up my house, too. I'm trying to make a living here.
Your house? You mean this place? Oh, don't get me wrong. I have the utmost respect for everyone's I mean, nowhere's better than a coffin for a long nap.
She turns on her heel without a word, leaving no room for explanation.
Oh, wait! Miss Ramona, I don't work for the Vigils, and I'm not here on Miss Black Ibis's behalf. I'm here looking into details about a smuggling ring. All I need are some leads about this new mineral pigment. Oh, and I can pay. I have...
She rummages through her pockets, creating an almost ludicrous amount of clattering and clinking, as she does. When she looks up, Ramona has reappeared before her, silent as a ghost.
Goodness, you came back quick. Sorry, I didn't bring much with me. Can I write you an IOU?
A new type of mineral pigment, huh?
Right on the money. It's some kind of special arcane material. Miss Black Ibis told me there wasn't any information on it at the Bureau, but that you might have heard something. So, have you got any leads? Anything on this new type of pigment? Manus Vindictae or Arcanist smuggling gangs?
She racks her mechanical brain for every possibility.
It's not much to go on. But the talk about a new type of pigment did remind me of something.
Is it something serious?
You heard about those arcane murders that have been happening around the city? Well, we've heard more than enough for everyone. City's buzzing with rumors. First, it was some poor sap they found in the suburbs. Cops say he drowned. Weird thing was, there wasn't so much as a puddle for kilometers around.
Oh?
5 days later, a businessman, a real patron type, found dead in his mansion. He had that place guarded like a palace, but no one saw a damn thing. Somehow, Hermano falls into a vivarium filled with all kinds of illegal critters. I'm surprised they even figured out he drowned. There wasn't much left of him when I got there.
Okay.
Oh, good gracious! I hadn't heard anything.
Lagerhead flinches. She didn't expect things to take such a sharp turn.
Yeah, well, I get a front row seat on every new crime. Comes with the territory. This city's special. Got its own way of doing things. Folks here aren't strangers to the supernatural, but no matter how weird things got, they used to follow some kind of rhyme or reason. Now, it seems like even the Vigils don't got a clue what's up and what's down anymore.
Okay.
They're wasting their time sniffing around after the local gangs. But with how deep those roots run, that's a long trail to nowhere.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the bodies keep piling up, with not a single clue worth chasing. And then there's you. Suddenly showing up, talking about stuff I've never heard of before.
She holds her gaze on the strange visitor from the Foundation.
Could be, with the storm, something new slipped its way into the city. Like you.
What? Oh, no. Miss Ramona. There's no way I could be the killer. I just got here.
Yeah, I know. Is that metal head of yours busted? You don't exactly look the part of a murderer. The point is, the Vigil are running blind and chasing their own tails. I'm not looking forward to having to cleanse any more messy crime scenes. But this pigment of yours might just be the breakthrough they need.
Yeah.
So, then you're gonna join my investigation, right?
Absolutely not.
I didn't say that. All I said...
She's kind of cute. Having learned from the last time, Lagerhead throws herself at the mercy of the exorcist before she can say no.
It sounds like you also care a lot about this, right? We can help each other.
Ay, por Dios.
Ha
Are there any ears on that hunk of metal?
No.
Shucks. Where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself. I'm Latham. Nice to meet you, Miss Ramona. The timekeeper, I hereby thank you for your help. Oh, let me add it to my to-do list. Thank you, letter, for Ramona.
I know.
Ha ha ha. Very cute. Yeah. Alright. Quick break before we get to the second half of tonight.
a passionate soul here to take my life. I think I'm in danger, really low on pity. Do you think I'll win the fitty? Rich as wine, my gotcha's on the line. How will you triumph when you just serve yourself? Welcome to the snack lovers, gaming and mystery so sublime. He's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. Welcome to the snack lovers, gaming and mystery so sublime. He's a hero, he's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. When it's time to dish it out, I don't need a reservation. I'm Walter Snackle Fox, this ain't no vacation. Your yesterday's leftovers, forgotten snack. It's time to question the flavor that you lack. Rhythm and rhyme, your spice got no dime. How will you triumph when you just served yourself? Welcome to the snack lovers, gaming and mystery so.
Alright, we're back. Starting on Chapter 6, Ghost Song. Oh, this thing. Join the discussion. Everything's here. What interests you and what doesn't. Fan meetup. Excerpt from Movies to Watch. I need to be fully prepared for my trip to Mexico. Movies can certainly provide all the necessary information. Underworld from 1927. Type. Crime or gangster. The go-to movie if you want to understand the feuds of modern gangsters. Latham's note. The famous line, "The city is yours," comes from this movie. But in Scarface, it becomes "The world is yours." Isn't that interesting? Scarface from 1932. I didn't know it was that old. Type. Crime or gangster. I heard this one shows real-life gang life in Chicago. Latham's note. I saw a real Tommy gun, though I really don't like the scenes involving them. Macario from 1960. Drama, fantasy, Dia de los Fielos Difuntos. One of the earliest Mexican movies to blend Dia de los Fielos Difuntos traditions into its story, exploring life and death through fable. Latham's note. Poor Macario just wants to eat an entire turkey. Why can't death grant him this one wish? Like Water for Chocolate, 1992. I've actually seen part of this one, I think. Magical realism and romance. Reason, mix water, Grand Cocoa, and chili together. That's what this movie feels like. Latham's note. In this movie, tears are definitely more important than seasoning. The Public Enemy, 1931. Type. Drama or gangster. I really did watch a lot of gangster movies for this mission. Reason. Because it's a gangster movie? And Jean Harlow, even though she's only in it for 10 minutes? Latham's note. The street chase scene has at least 5 cuts. I can't believe the director practically turned the movie into a documentary. Alright, Ghost Song. Oh, it's the Vigils.
Another case? That makes 5. And it's only been 3 days since the last.
The intervals are getting shorter.
You two slackjaws owe me an explanation.
Sorry, Miss...
Jones, Special Investigator for the Storm-Era Historical Monitoring Department at the Buenos Aires branch of the St. Pavlov Foundation and Field Agent Administration. Do I need to show you my ID again?
The string of titles leaves the cadet's head spinning.
So this is the 5th case, huh? And you're telling me that after a whole month and 2 applications for backup, you got squat to show for it?
Cold sweat beads over their foreheads. They sputter over an answer between themselves.
Actually, it hasn't been a month yet, Miss Investigator.
Aw, poor babies.
Call me Miss Jones. So, give me the latest.
Yes, Miss Jones. The incident occurred at around 8 p.m. last night. Lots of people home, but no one reported hearing anything unusual. The victim exhibited clear signs of drowning, but there's no water sources nearby, and no evidence of the body having been moved.
We believe that everything occurred here. We found nothing using human investigation methods, so it must be another arcane crime.
She turns from them to scrutinize the crime scene, treading the fine line of stern authority like she was born to it.
What's the status of the Arcanum detection?
Damning. There's arcane traces all over the scene. Like a ritual was held here. We tried to follow the fluctuations trail, but they just disappeared. Our perp must have scrubbed it clean before leaving.
Ah, that does make things tricky. So drowning, huh? Seems like solving the mystery of this ritual could be the key to cracking the case.
There's no record of this arcane fluctuation's particular signal in the Visuals Bureau archives, so it's either very rare or a brand new form of arcane skill.
Hand the case file over. I'll see if I can wrangle some help from the Foundation.
That would be great, Miss Jones. Please contact us if you have any new leads.
You got it.
She collects their files and then turns to leave briskly. As she does, she brushes past a vigil rushing toward the scene.
Sorry I'm late. Something came up on the way.
Miss Black Ibis. Alan.
Who was that?
Miss Jones from some branch of the Foundation. She's investigating this case as well. She said she's going to contact the Foundation for additional support.
Another new face from the Foundation. Quite a few of them showing up these days, on there. Or are things getting so divided that everyone's setting their own teams?
Having no reason to suspect ill intent, Black Ibis puts the incident out of mind.
Carlos, I need you to identify the victim's details. Friends, family, employer. Lin Hui, you stay on the scene and continue searching for any additional arcane energy fluctuations.
Yes, ma'am.
She lets out a soft sigh as she waves the other cadets off, leaving only her trainee.
You do know this is pointless, right?
We will need it for the documentation anyway. But if the pattern holds, these victims will have no relation yet again. This is no ordinary crime of passion.
All that means is that we haven't identified the killer's criteria.
That's the worst part. Knowing that we know nothing. Do you think it could be our old friend, Manus Vindicti? Pigment smuggling? The resurrection ritual? Maybe Latham is right. Maybe there are mana secrets hidden in the dark corners of the city. In these cases...
Okay, you're back. They say no, you cannot buy the character. Which I guess was always my instinct. Outside of, I think, the Antikythera protocol, that one allows you to buy a character from the standard banner. At least the like a very old standard banner.
You suspect Madame Wanish and her jewel hunter could be involved again?
Always. Something tells me she's hiding a great deal about the depth of Myth incident, her true identity, her movements, her involvement with the Manus. Each could be essential to our investigation.
But we haven't detected any arcane fluctuations like that incident. If there were any fluctuations as serious as those, we would have noticed them in no time. But this is already the 5th case. I don't think they're related.
You make a good point. Maybe I'm just a paranoid.
Ma'am, the record is complete.
Contact the local hospital to take away the victim's body. Let's go, Bruno. And call the exorcist. Let's make sure this stays hush-hush.
The Exorcist.
Don't worry, Miss Ramona. I'm fully aware of how important it is to protect the integrity of the crime scene. Before we left, I replayed a load of my favorite detective movies. Alibi, Death on the Nile, even a filmed production of The Mousetrap. Let's get started. I'm sure we'll find some crucial...
Ramona interrupts her detective fantasy.
Look, I don't know what kind of deal you made with the Vigil to let you muck around in their crime scene, but here's my deal. I'm not here to help you with your investigation. Now stay out of my way. I got a job to do.
Oh, right. The job. Okay, well, is there anything I can help with? I'll do whatever you want. Oh, how about some footage of the scene? I've got it all recorded.
Her enthusiasm lands on deaf ears.
Mr. Allen was right. You definitely need to have a way with words to deal with her.
The exorcist produces annatto seeds, wormwood, and marigold from the case she carries, arranging them in order at the center of the apartment. The candle is lit, its glow washing over her face and eyes. The flame flickers, releasing a strange aroma, and the air grows even more still.
What are these? Some herbs for casting arcane skills?
Arcane crimes cause huge spikes in energy fluctuations. The tremors are so strong that they form a kind of vortex of sorts, pulling any nearby invisible entities to them, like a whirlpool. And once it's started, it'll keep on going, till you use the right arcanum. If you leave it, well, the vortex only gets stronger. Soon enough, this place will be haunted. At least, that's what regular people would call it.
Okay.
That's why they pay me to do what I do.
Ramona takes to the work with professional detachment, but Loggerhead feels something strange, a creeping chill that puts her ill at ease.
By invisible entities, you mean...
They're like hidden arcane energy fluctuations? Or unsettled pneuma?
Are you pulling right now on Jalhay? I thought you wanted Razi LSP.
I guess what you're fishing for is...
The air above the candle's flame begins to warp, twisting into a form both human and not, in the most unsettling way.
I didn't know you could just reveal them like that.
Call them whatever you like. It's all the same.
A battle? Oh, we can use Corvus.
Please stand behind me.
Ah, okay.
I'm curious. Can a robot be haunted too?
I still need to get Jalhay myself, but I'm willing to wait for that.
May I ask why you asked that question, Miss Ramona?
The dead replaced you.
Doom awaits within.
Simulating the Chaldean order, calculating the Arabic parts.
Cherish life. Verzeihen Sie mir.
Who charts the stars' orbits? Decrypt the cosmos.
Was that it?
Please, go ahead. There's work left here to be done.
I'm really not made for fighting.
I figured you for a scaredy cat. How would you manage to be made out of metal, fearless, and still useless? If you can't fight, the least you could do is give me a laugh.
Wait! Miss Ramona, there's something wrong with your candle.
The flame flickers harder, as if caught in a strong wind, yet refusing to snuff out.
Ilusiones apartaos. La verdad se revela. Este lugar, este instante, revelado ante mí, mostrado para mí.
Her voice is ethereal, as if speaking to another world entirely. The tiny flame settles, and the last whip of smoke bends at an unnatural angle, pointing the way.
There's another fluctuation here, besides the pneuma that's been drawn over.
Looks like the candlelight's leading us toward the kitchen. Are there still ghosts there? Didn't we just scare them all off?
Ramona steps into a long, idle kitchen before crouching to pick through a pile of firewood. After a time, she pulls out a half-burned scrap of canvas cloth. A strange symbol surfaces from the still warm ashes.
I've seen this before, somewhere.
Have you found something, Miss Ramona?
Yeah, maybe. I know someone who can answer my questions, but I wouldn't call it good news. This symbol won't take us anyplace safe.
Her revelation is dry and fatalistic, as if she were tugged unwillingly to the answer.
I know where to go.
Mexican souvenir. At dusk, the sun casts its last fading warmth. Deep in the alley, a bustling little shop hums as craftsmen prepare candy skulls for the upcoming festivities.
Dios mío, Añil, hurry up! If you hadn't guaranteed you could finish the work before the end of the day, I never would have hired you. All this candy needs to get to Diagos before tomorrow.
Sí, Jefe. I understand.
Oh, and Senora Juarez and La Roma wants you to repaint their family tomb.
Ha ha
I
ha.
almost forgot. I need to go to Christina's to pick up some marigolds before dark.
The storekeeper dashes off.
There are still more than 100 pieces of candy to go.
The sun falls behind the distant hills and the craftsmen begin to leave. In the dim candlelight, his shadow dances on the wall. Then footsteps break the silence.
Me gustan los dulces.
I like the candy.
Usamos para recibir a los difuntos en la tierra de los vivos.
We use them to welcome the deceased to the land of the living, guiding their souls to rest in their homes once more.
Los aztecas creían que
The Aztecs believed life is a cycle.
la muerte es solo una parte de un ciclo sin fin.
Death is but one part of an endless loop, reflection of life. And how we die determines how our next life begins. The souls of the warriors who gave their lives in battle rise with the sun at the palace of Teal'can, singing songs of triumph. And 4 years later, they will return to the earth as colorful butterflies and hummingbirds.
Can you tell me if that's true, Miss Ramona?
You recognize me?
The children from the Morelos district call you Ramona the Ghost Seer. They say it was you who brought back the soul of Anna's Solo. To hear it from them, you are some kind of all-powerful wise woman hidden in the shadows. One who knows this city better than anyone. Of course, others say you're from a well-known family of psychics, though it seems as if you've chosen another path.
They're just stories. Rumors, really. I don't see ghosts.
Her reply is curt, yet casual. Her past is behind her. She evidently likes to keep it that way.
What they call ghosts are just pneuma, or say a kind of arcane energy fluctuation. They exist, but not as some shimmering spirits. They're more like a cool breeze. But hey, people believe what they want to believe. Kids and adults, yes. Everybody's got unfinished business with the dead, so they want me to see ghosts. They believe it. That way, they've still got a chance to say what they never got to.
Ah, my apologies, Miss Ramona. You're right. It was nothing but wishful thinking.
He unconsciously lets his eye fall on her Vigil's Bureau attached badge. It holds no authority, but it sets the tone of her conversation.
So, is there something I can do for you?
Yeah, I got a couple questions. These symbols, I think you might know them.
An arrow, a bow, and a net, according to the Codex Chimalpain. These are the gifts given to the Aztecs by the sun god, Huitzilopochtli.
It's got the emblem of the Turqoise Serpent Club, too, which is the biggest smuggling ring in Mexico City, controlled by that arcanist Perez.
She tucks away the scrap of cloth.
Can't be too many folks around who know you work for him. But those occult paintings at his club had to come from someone. Yeah, but your boss has been acting strange the last few weeks, right? More cutthroat than ever. He's planning something big. Everyone knows it. And an auction to the tune of an ancient bloody civilization is the best way to start it.
Then it is true. Nothing in this city escapes you. And should I presume this interrogation has been commissioned by the Vihir Bureau?
The Vigil? Nah, what do you take me for? You think I shed a single tear over injustice? Think I care about your boss's little auction? Nah. You and I both know that arcanist gangs aren't to be messed with. And I'm not in the business of making messes. But strange things are brewing in the shadows. On street corners. Behind people's smiles. In the boarded up buildings. The pneuma is stirring up all around town, hovering over the city like a shroud, echoing in every howl and shriek in the night.
Ouch.
Like nothing I've ever felt before. Who knows what'll happen if things stay this way?
It's your arcane gift warning you about the coming crisis.
I wouldn't call it a gift. Especially when you're born into a so-called psychic family.
She leaves it at that, unwilling to say more.
Look, I know you know something about these arcane murders. There's already been 5 of them. And it's gotta have something to do with these weird spikes in the pneuma. That's how I found these symbols. Left behind at one of the crime scenes. So, I want to know the connection between the club and these killings.
She wrestles the question out, realizing she's about to step far deeper into this growing mess than she intended.
If they are indeed related, that is, if it truly is the Turqoise Serpent Club who's responsible, what will you do?
I'm not paid to solve crimes. The Vigil got plenty of investigators. If they can't figure it out, that's on them.
Have to admire someone willing to go above and beyond their duty.
A gentle smile flickers across his face, then fades just as fast.
But I must apologize. You know I work for the club. And you know that means I can't provide any help.
That's so? Didn't expect you to be so loyal. If I remember, you used to be a plain old pigment supplier. Until Perez started snatching up every artist in town. I figured you didn't come into the job willingly. Was I wrong? You're not so different from those other artists, really. Just a little more flexible. That's why Perez gave you a longer leash. If they can prove Perez guilty, the Vigil will.
I'm afraid it's time for you to leave. This conversation will remain between us. You have my word.
She rolls her eyes, though the emotion is as much directed at herself as at Neil. Playing detective isn't in her job description.
Sorry for wasting your time. Hasta luego.
See you later.
Dia de los Muertos is coming.
The Day of the Dead is coming.
Please, take some decorations with you. I wouldn't have you leave empty-handed.
Quite the salesman, huh? Still making deals even now.
She takes the candle with a smirk and tosses 2 Sharpodontes his way. The little house in her dusty, long-forgotten cemetery, the quiet of her coffin, a familiar place to unwind after work. Usually. Tonight, however, she'll find no such rest.
Miss Ramona, you're back! How'd your investigation go? The guy you went to see, is he a friend or one of your informants? I knew there was something else going on.
What are you still doing here? When I said don't follow me, I didn't mean camp out at my place and jump me later.
Oh, I know. It must have been one of your ghost buddies.
I don't have ghost buddies. It's the symbols we found at the crime scene. An arrow, a bow, and a net. They're the symbols of a powerful smuggling ring, the Turqoise Serpent Club. I know a guy who I thought was being forced to work for him.
I see. Then everything's going well then. Huh, lucky us.
Don't get your gears all spun up. He seems way too loyal for someone who's got a gun to his head. I got nothing from him. Except this thing. Take it. Saves you some souvenir shopping. Now beat it.
She tosses the candle to Loggerhead, who scrambles to catch it.
Whoa! What's this?
Just a knick-knack.
She pauses, watching as the candle emits a clear sign of arcane fluctuation. No surprise to her in a cemetery filled with spirits, yet it causes her to think.
I changed my mind. Huh?
Loggerhead has barely enough time to register the item in her hand before the exorcist snatches it back. She places the candle in her palm and studies it closely. Then she puts it away.
I take it back. He might not be as loyal to the club as I thought. What do you mean? I'll get you something else to take home.
Roaming in America, haha. The night of the art auction. It's already 12:15, 15 minutes past their agreed meeting time, yet the mysterious bandit is a no-show. Anil grows more anxious with every passing minute. A click comes from the side door.
I thought? Never mind, Senorita Butterfly. You're late.
Sorry. My luck always seems to lead me into trouble. Once I was tracking down a woman in Barcelona, an arcanist who was dragged into some critter lovers parade. I almost broke a leg. And then in Casablanca, I was a split second from shooting my target dead. But the moment I pulled the trigger, he turned to stone. Turns out his old rival cast a petrifying incantation on him.
Her apology is a half-hearted politeness. She pays him little mind as she stows away the badge she used to pitch the lock.
You have quite the intriguing past.
Has the auction started?
See, the guests have all arrived.
Excellent. When the lights are all fixed on the stage, it'll be the perfect time to sneak in, though I don't hear a sound. You sure you didn't take me to a funeral by accident?
This isn't the auction venue.
The forger leads her toward the giant sunstone exhibit.
After the Spanish conquered Tenochtitlan,
Okay.
the new archbishop buried the sunstone, a symbol of Aztec civilization, to erase their pagan heresy. The stone was rediscovered in 1790 during repairs to the Mexico City Cathedral. Thus, it's said that the cathedral was built on the Templo Mayor of the Aztec civilization.
Don't tell me this massive rock above me is the only genuine artifact in the building. What will you say next? That you stole it from the museum?
Of course not. It's merely another forgery to decorate the club. When foreign buyers feel immersed in an exotic, ancient civilization, they start to loosen their purse strings. I joined its production, not certain I was entirely successful in recreating its complex. This sunstone is the entrance to the auction, if you will, señorita. I believe you know how to activate it.
The energy in the stone, it's flowing, pulsing even. It connects across land, spanning cities and valleys and spreading to the far reaches of the world. Masterful. A teleportation ritual hidden in stone, activated by awakening the correct symbol.
Do you remember what the invitation said?
Cuando el tonal puali y el geopuali vuelven a alinearse, subimos al cerro de la estrella y vemos a las estrellas coronar el cielo. The key is the tech battle, the representation of the new fire ritual. Oh, not that one then.
Oh.
Oh, not that one then.
You remember the contents of the invitation?
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Of course.
The radiance awakens, a blinding light that radiates outward from the sunstone.
The teleportation ritual is about to begin. Be prepared, señorita. You may experience some side effects from the process.
Time to see what this auction's all about.
Past the witching hour, in the dark of the cemetery, a candle is lit. A pair of still eyes gaze deeply into the little flame.
The auction should have started a while ago. So why isn't anything happening? And this guy isn't exactly the type to joke about this kind of stuff.
Her patience wears thin. A crackle of frustration ripples in her voice.
The candle's almost burnt out. What's it supposed to do?
Loggerhead cups her hands around the candle's flame, shielding it from the wind so it doesn't burn too fast.
It isn't just a candle. It's an arcane tool. See the carvings on the side? It's an ancient ritual. The Codice Mendoza says it was once used in sacred offerings. It has a synchronizing effect. When a specific ritual starts elsewhere, lighting this candle will replicate it here.
Oh.
But we've only got one chance.
The candle has nearly melted away. The flame falters. Hope seems lost. Until the dying flame gives out, and in its place, an arcane array appears as a gale-forced wind sweeps down upon them. The wind howls, swallowing her body and voice.
The Foundation really needs to start selling their teleport discs in these new eras.
To be continued. Elysium of Art. A line of pure energy flows along the earth toward a green land deep in the valley, their destination. A flash of light cuts through the darkness. The world spins.
Pull yourself together. Where are you? Double vision, heart palpitations, loss of perception of time and space, inability to distinguish dreams from reality. These are all common side effects. Take 3 deep breaths and wait for them to pass. Take some medication distilled from agave.
The rush of teleportation gives way to the faint buzz of the microphone and the chattering din of a lively room.
Here we are. The auction site. Senorita Butterfly. Senorita, are you alright? Senorita.
But there's no one besides him. The mysterious intruder has already melted into the crowd.
Seems I can only wish you good luck.
On stage, the club's owner boasts through the speakers about the items at the auction, yet curiously remains hidden from behind a tall screen.
Distinguished Bibelte, my ancient noble guests, welcome to the Turqoise Serpent Club. You, fine receivers of our invitation, are the descendants of gods and the true masters of the city. And so, tonight, we will have a feast on the arts for arcanists only.
The invitees burst into an applause. Arcana smugglers, gangsters, and government officials alike rub elbows on the club's dance floor.
Masters of the city, huh? I like the sound of that. This guy knows what he's doing. Must have some good stuff to sell.
It's said that there's nothing he can't find or do within the confines of the city. You have any idea of the money this guy made smuggling alchemical materials? Enough to make the people living in the Palacio de Iturbide jealous. I'll say that. Everyone here wants a slice of his pie.
The club thanks you all for our many pleasant dealings over the years. In good faith for our future cooperation, I have prepared a series of arcane artworks for your perusal, all as true as gold. For the fine ladies and gentlemen who are not interested in art, allow me to tell you a little secret. These paintings are only a ticket to the second half of our event. Buy one piece and you've won yourself a chance for deeper collaboration and even the opportunity to have a face-to-face chat with yours truly. But perhaps I should not say face. I must maintain some of my allure.
The audience laughs politely on cue.
Now, to introduce our fabulous art pieces, please welcome the rising star of Cubism, a prodigy returning from his studies in France, the greatest painter of the Turqoise Serpent Club. I give you Muriel.
The first lot is carried on stage. At the same time, A boy is shoved in front of the microphone. Beneath the glaring lights, he looks pale and increasingly helpless.
Muriel, what are you doing? You are up.
It's called non-aristocratic.
Haha.
The title of this painting is non-aristocratic.
He turns toward the auction table timidly. He attempts to gather his thoughts, causing his words to sputter out in broken fragments.
It's inspired by an artist I greatly admire.
Okay.
Las obras que existen solo sobre caballetes y todo arte amado por los intelectuales son propiedad privada de la aristocracia. Art belongs to the public. Unfortunately, I was unable to achieve this during my time in the club. Perhaps that's why I captured Maria, my tutor and friend, as she created this statue. Do you see this, Teresita? I know you're here.
He darts his eyes around the room, but no one seems to be paying any attention to his rambling. The audience is swept up in the exciting news of this opportunity for cooperation.
This is a chance to work with him. If we get distributorship, we're in the big bucks.
Hey, Diablo! No everyone wants a lousy artwork. We need to get one, no matter what.
Uriel seems even rougher than the last time I saw him.
Sorry, Senor Perez. I don't recall what comes next.
You idiot! I told you to concoct an interesting story. Then describe all the expensive materials you used and what arcane skills were involved. Get him off the stage now. I won't have my auction ruined by some half-wit boy who's lost his mind.
The incident does little to dampen the audience's enthusiasm. The painting is soon auctioned off at a high price.
Congratulations to the fine Signora who just won the bid for this great work. Our next item is a very special painting. Very special indeed. I'd love to share how I acquired such a fine piece, but I fear that might piss off a couple bigwigs. So I'll keep it zipped. But let me tell you this. This next piece is more than just a painting.
Okay. Club's owner revels in the suspense before theatrically calling for the next lap.
Oh my, thank goodness. My prayers have been heard. The soundproof fabric has finally been removed. Stay quiet this time. You have my word. In fact, I'll be utterly silent unless spoken to.
And awake.
What am I looking at exactly? Is that...
On stage, the painting mutters to herself.
Ah, this light is rather dazzling. I feel a little faint. I must say, this really isn't the right sort of place to store a painting. Wait, am I on a stage? Why are you all looking at me? What on earth is going on here?
Moments earlier, Loren's butterfly slipped away from Enil and into the crowd. Now in short order, she finds herself backstage.
The air here feels different. It's moist. This place is full of plants, not enough to gather the specifics of the location. But we've gone quite some way from central Mexico City. explains why I never found much there.
She slinks along the empty hallway.
Auction started. Senor Perez has taken the stage. Wish I was sitting down there. I hear they're giving out unlimited drinks.
Haha.
Tequila.
Huh. He's still hiding behind that screen.
What?
I said what I said. Don't you think it's strange? Ever since that fire last month, he hasn't shown his face.
You didn't hear? Senor Perez thinks it was an inside job. There's no way someone else got into the gallery that night. It could only have been one of his higher-ups. Still hasn't sniffed out the rat, though, so he's being extra careful for now.
Yeah, what do I look like, a moron? Of course I know. But what I'm saying is, he hasn't talked to anyone face to face. No one. Luisa, Javier, Pablo, they can't all be traitors.
Yeah.
Layla said she heard some weird sounds coming from Senor Perez's room when she was on night patrol. More than once. She said it sounded like some kind of scurrying thing was moving inside.
A monster in the walls?
I'll bet he got burned bad in that fire and doesn't want anyone to see. Hey, I dare to sneak backstage and find out.
You crazy? I'm staying put right here. There's no bet worth risking my neck.
I could do you both a favor. Find out what happened to him.
Whether taking her as an attendee or a guard they don't recognize, the two of them momentarily don't think past the helpful offer.
No kidding. You do that. That'd be great.
Really be calling him Senor Perez here in the club, though. Wait, who are you?
Alright, I'm gonna stop it after this battle. Alright. Beryl, Angelo Nala, and Kipperina. No. Marsha.
I go wherever I am needed.
Hey, later on. Yeah, I'm about to stop soon, so you won't be missing out on much. I don't need to do that.
The true nature of chaos.
I've never been good with restraint. Restraint is part of the training. Comme la cellule le destin.
Fun, is it?
Keep calm. Peace and quiet. The tremors of fate.
There's strength in restraint.
A glimpse beneath the veil.
A new toy.
I will remember your names.
All right.
Just give me a
Don't worry, mis amigos. I'll figure it all out for you.
A shame, really. The two patrollers she put down can't exactly say thank you. She steps over her new friends and heads toward the club's backstage.
A talking painting, you say? Don't let your eyes fool you. This is an arcanist, an awakened from the Bateau Leroy in Montmartre, Paris.
Hmm? What?
There's no one behind the screen.
What's going on?
Yet the non-existent club owner continues hawking their art as if nothing had happened.
This is the artist's understanding of the essence of the world. A reconstruction of reality. The beauty of an unconventional brushstroke. And perhaps what may interest you much more. We have discovered that within the frame of this painting, there is a vast bucket of hidden space.
Lorenz Butterfly scans the room, finding a small, unremarkable machine off to the side. Codes, a translator, a speaker. The learned member of the institution Lorenz identifies their purpose at a glance.
A space where you might store whatever you like, so long as it isn't breathing conspicuous arcane materials, controlled or even your rival's severed head. The greatest of all secret safes, not simply behind the painting, but rather inside the painting.
An audio production machine. A cupboard. And...
A faint noise emerges from the pile of notes.
Who is this woman? And how did she get back here? Por Dios, get her out of here!
Huh. Seems I've found the real Senor Perez.
Haha! What? Alright, raid time. That was cute.